What up, world? So we got Anthony on camera over here. And that's my son right here. And my mom. Richie the Barber. Alright? And that's it. So, the theme of the day is going to be all about self-expression. Because ever since I started my YouTube channel and started doing stand-up comedy, the one thing that everybody's been telling me is, man, I have a dream. I want to start a YouTube channel, or I want to do stand-up comedy. And what I found is that everybody seems to have these great ideas in their head, or these great dreams in their head. And the one thing that's stopping them is just fear. It's just fear of going out and actually doing it. So we're gonna start right here at the Broad Museum in downtown LA. Perfect place to explore people taking creative ideas that are in their head and just throwing them out into the real world. So let's go inside, let's check out what they got for the very first time. Let's see what's up. This is what my anxiety looks like.
So Dom, why are we here and what are we doing?
Hang on. So they just mentioned that these paintings here run somewhere in the $2 to $3 million range. And I heard this guy complaining, saying, look at this. This is something a 3-year-old can do. Right, they can. Because children are expressive. Their mind isn't bogged down by worries or stresses. They don't gotta pay bills. They don't gotta worry about putting food on the table. They're able to have their mind open for creative expression and play all day long. So this just pops out of their head like nothing. For a grown adult to be able to do this takes a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of discipline and a lot of mental freedom. That's worth $3 million. He had a lot on his mind. Never heard of him. So you know what's crazy? Is that I've always been obsessed with expressive art like this, but I've never seen a real canvas up front. When people talk to me about some idea they have, they're like, yeah, I got this crazy idea in my head, but I don't think people are gonna understand it, or I don't think people are gonna get it, you know what I mean? So maybe I shouldn't do it. Do you think this guy gave a shit about that? It's beautiful. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. One of my favorite parts about art is that rather than sitting down and trying to articulate a whole philosophical idea, which might take minutes or hours, you can just put it all into one painting that says everything. Just in case you're ever in doubt, I don't know why, but this is the room that hits me the hardest for some reason. think it's got something to do with that. And a whole lot to do with that. This is the power of art. A lot of people mix up art and entertainment. They think that art should make you feel happy or make you feel good, but it's not the purpose of art. The purpose of art is to shine a light on your experience, to shine a light on your truth. And sometimes truth isn't pretty. And it doesn't have to be pretty to be powerful. As you can tell, I gotta get a haircut. So I'm getting my haircut from the king of self-expression, and his name is Richie the Barber. Now, this guy has been the professional barber for all my favorite bands growing up. This dude's personally cut the hairs of comedians like Ralphie May and the guys from Jackass. He's amazing, and he's also a real-life clown. Now, I know I do a lot of clowning around, but this guy takes it a lot more seriously than I do. Richie!
That's not
your
makeup.
whole face is tattooed.
That's not makeup. It's not coming off.
No.
What do you
This is one of the dopest places in all of Los Angeles. I got a coffee while I wait from Barbers. Just so you know, my mom is a hustler at this game. She's taking like $200 from my son. She's making him pay too. She's cold-blooded, don't challenge. I'm literally just looking through this book for pictures because I'm an adult. Okay, so So, you mind if I ask you a few questions about you, my man?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
Tell me about the clown, man. Tell me about why.
What do you want to know about the clown?
So what is it specifically? What is it about clowns that drew you so much?
Okay, what I like about clowns
Yes.
is that they're not afraid. They're not afraid
Right.
to express themselves and who they are. I like it, the fact that you can be silly. I like to be goofy. I love it. With clowning, there's no rules, right? That's the
Okay.
way I see it.
Love it.
You're developing. That's the way I see it with like being an artist.
Right.
There's no rules. Like if someone doesn't like it, that's whatever, motherflower, you know, whatever.
Right.
But there's other people out there hopefully that's gonna like it. So I'm still developing my act.
Right.
So I do a variety show. That's what I do. You know?
Oh.
So like for instance, little something since your mom's here.
Sure.
Oh. Sword juggling.
Oh.
Yeah. So I juggle swords, juggle fire rings, and like I do, you know the side. You gotta do the sideshow stuff, right? You know? Hey, you like that one? Huh? Yeah. You're like, what did we just go? Okay, yeah.
When you say like mother, father, I don't really care because my dad, my mom, my roommate, and you all say the F word all the time.
Well, okay. I don't like to say that. I like to give because words are powerful. So when I say mother flower, I say you're a mother flower because you're blooming into something greater, and you're gonna be colorful, and that's why I say mother flower. Meaning behind it.
So you can say that.
Mother flower means beautiful flower, right? There you go. Look at mama. Look at mama.
Love the fact that he snitches off all of us.
I know. He does. He'll tell on you, man.
You
be
can
careful what you say.
What is it?
Yeah. When did the idea come to be like, you know what? Whole face. Whole face.
I think it's baby
You got the
steps.
tattoos.
What?
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Exactly.
This didn't come overnight, man. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my god. Well, I mean, just little by little. I got the nose. I was like, I want to get a clown nose.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a clown. You know, that was the first clown tattoo.
Right.
Then, you know, I was like, you know what? I like to smile a lot. Let's get. I like to smile.
Yeah.
Then I was like, you know what? It's not right. It smells not right. We need some clown eyebrows. I did the clown eyebrows, and then I was like, you know what? We need some more color. And I really thought about it. Like I was like, my favorite color is blue
Yeah.
because my eyes blue, and my mom made my eyes. And there's no clown blue. So I hit up my tattoo artist, and this is the most beautiful thing too. He is my mentor through spirituality.
Oh, no way.
He didn't say no. He said, let's do this.
Because I love it. One thing I loved about the first time I saw you in general
What is it?
was that I love that it's clown, like, you know, you got the clown coming out, but it's not just makeup. The clown's made up of it. It's kind of like a collage of all this cool stuff, like the third eye and the...
This guy, where's this
So-
guy coming? That's a good guy right here. Thank you so much. Can I tell you a story?
Please.
I cried for this story, ready?
Yeah.
And on Melrose, I worked on Melrose. Long story short, right?
Yeah.
Jewish, Orthodox Jews, right?
Right.
One day I'm sitting down in the chair, and I got no haircuts. This literally goes like this. Yo! And I was like, oh god.
Yeah, right.
This Orthodox Jew with the curls,
Right,
the
right.
big hat, the black coat,
Right.
the real, like it looked like he was from Jerusalem, right?
Right.
Anyways, he's like, I want you to cut my hair, and I was like, me? All right. So he's all, where do I sit? I'm all right here. She's sitting there. He's like, I need to tell you a story, and I was like, okay, tell me a story. So he's like, I go to Jerusalem every month, and he's always pointing. Right? So then he says, we go on these retreats, and they tell us we had to go into the city,
Yes.
and they said, look for the enlightened one. Point out who is the enlightened one, right? So they're there all day, and they're like, I don't know the guy's name. He's like Orthodox or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. That guy. He's like, no.
Right.
And then they're like, they think, oh, maybe it's the kids. Like, no. So all day, they're there all day. All of a sudden, a bunch of kids come down the hill, right? And he's telling me a story.
Yeah.
And there was a clown.
No.
I cried, dude. I was like, oh my god, dude. So he's like, and that's why come to you. Cut my hair.
What do you make of that? What do you make, like, especially that word enlightenment? What do you make of that? Because I noticed you got
he's
the.
going deep.
No, I'm telling you, you got the.
What kind of interview is this? You got a comedian, then he's going real deep. He's like Joe Rogan. Yeah.
It's like, look, I see the third eye, right? I got the third eye.
The third eye is not. Everybody's all, is that Illuminati? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's not Illuminati, right? But above that, what's above that?
Let's see. Is it a? Well, I caught the lotus flower.
I don't know. What's above
Here.
the third eye?
I don't know. What is it?
And what is the lotus flower?
Lotus flower. Tell me if I get this right.
Come on.
Lotus flower is growing from like a difficult start to something beautiful.
It's the only
right?
flower that grows on water.
It grows on water.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Mom doesn't know that.
Ah.
And it's the Buddhist enlightenment flower. Right?
Where's the philosophy of it? Like, do you consider yourself Buddhist, or is it?
That's a good one. Okay. No, I'm not Buddhist, but I love the concept and I love their meaning. But as the ego,
Yeah.
the I is scared to actually go into that realm and the rabbit hole. It's pretty much how I describe like how I tattooed my face and became a clown. It's like literally saying like jumping off a cliff. Like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do it, right?
Yes.
So when you study so much with enlightenment and spirituality and all that stuff, you get to a point where it's like, are you gonna surrender? Are you gonna surrender your ego? So when you get to that point, you're like, oh, dude, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared.
What were some of the fears you had to overcome to start taking those
Well,
leaps?
number
we
one
talked
is
about?
like the people like staring, like, or
Right.
people looking. Like, what I do is I embrace it. You have to embrace anything. Like, I'll be cutting hair, I'll know like when people are looking at me. I'll know. I'll turn around and I catch everybody.
Right.
I catch everybody. I don't know how I do it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Get them. So, I want to go back. You said that earlier, clowns are funny. Nowadays, clowns do have this kind of like scary connotation.
They're messing up everything. They're
Right?
messing up everything. And I'm tired of it. Tired of this stuff. I don't got no dangling teeth. There's not blood anywhere. What's going on? Yeah.
So, what do you think of that? I mean, what's your
It's
move on this
horrible.
horror thing?
And then people look at me like, "Are you clowning?" Like, I'm not clowning.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm serious. Like I have a heart. I'm a sensitive clown. Right? I feel a lot.
So what I'm hearing is that you're saying like you just have to get over the idea of like people's judgment, right? Because I would
It
imagine.
took a lot.
Yeah?
It took a lot. Yeah. If they're mean, I was like, whatever, and I walk away.
Right.
If you tag me, whatever, I don't care. Because I'm still me. I'm still you.
Yes.
You can't stop me. What? You're gonna stop me?
Right.
Stop me. You're trying to stop me, you know? Right?
Oh,
you know how many
I
women?
bet.
Mom, you know how many women dump me?
Oh.
Let's take
Not
this,
very
take this way.
smart women.
No, they're not. And they come back and they're like, oh, I saw you on America's Got Talent. I'll never forget.
Right.
I'm all, who's on the phone? I'm all, give me that thing. Because they call my mom. Oh, I saw your son. He did that. I'm like, yeah, give me the phone. Give me this thing. So I get on the phone. I'm like, what do you want? She's like, oh, I want to hang out with you. I'm like, yeah, remember that time you dumped me when I got my face tattooed? And now you want to hang out with me? And she's like, yeah, but you're just doing so good. I'm all, how about you doing so good on your own life, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, see you later. You ain't gonna get me.
Yeah, there it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Get it.
To go to a different story, real fast.
No, please.
I used to take the train a lot, and like nobody sits by me. They're scared, you know. I'm just hanging out. This lady comes in, and she goes, "I need to tell you what blue and red means." And I'm like, "Okay." And everybody in the train was like, "What is going on?" They're like, "What?" Like, but she was so sweet. Like she was an old lady. She's like,
Yeah.
she touched my hand. She's like, "I need to tell you why blue and red, what you mean." Wait, she was like, touch it.
Oh
Just touch
my
my hand. And I was like, and I was just crying. I was just like,
No, yeah.
I was like, tell me. I was like, okay. Yeah. So I don't know. That's.
Bro, I love that so much, man.
I love you. I don't
Now-
know this, so yeah.
Now, okay, there's always those beautiful moments, like you were saying, these beautiful spiritual moments when people are loving and accepting, but I'm sure you've got to have people who might see you and immediately get afraid, right? Or they might see you and you could tell they're maybe judging or something
I've had everything.
Yeah, and so what's that, how do you handle that?
Well, 'cause that's a good question too. How do I handle that is I don't have bad days and have bad moments because we're supposed to live. Oh, that's what I live by every day. You know what I mean? So I could have had something happen this morning, but guess what? This moment right now is beautiful. Being here with you guys is a good moment.
I'll be real. I was telling Anthony, the thing that shocked me most.
Stop.
I'm gonna be real. The thing that shocked me most when I met you was it wasn't the tattoos. It wasn't anything. It was how nice you are, how friendly you are, and how within 2 seconds I felt like we had been boys for years. But I mean it, dude. I was like, dude, I cannot believe how straight up, just like a warm, welcoming dude you
It
are,
made me
man.
cry. But the thing is, okay, it's a choice.
Hit me with it. Hit
No,
me
I've
with
been saying like I love people.
it. Yeah.
When I see them really doing like going out there and making that effort.
Yes.
Like, dude, it's way easier to just be like, whatever.
Right.
Like, you know, go on the street like, don't look at me.
Right.
like
Right.
it's there's no effort.
Feel you.
But it's effort to like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, let's talk. That's why I love what I do, man. Because I get to meet people all the time, like from different places around the world.
So, like I said, the whole goal of today's video, the whole,
Yeah, what is it?
well, the whole theme is self-expression. Being able to be brave enough to express yourself despite fear of people. To all those people out there who are afraid to express their true self,
Yeah.
what would you say to them?
I would say, how bad do you want it? Do you want to do it? Do it. You know? Only you can do it. No one's gonna see. People try to hang out with me all the time, and they think that I can change. No.
Right.
You gotta do it.
Yes.
I mean, it is true though. If you hang out with me long enough, you're gonna start clowning. It is true. That is true.
You know what, man? It's when you have the bravery to be the example.
It is bravery.
When you have the bravery to actually do it and then put yourself out there, that's what inspires others. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Richie the Barber, the inspiration. All right? If you're ever in LA, you got to check this dude out. Check out his Instagram, his YouTube, all of that. But let me tell you something. This isn't just the best barber in LA. This is the best dude in Los Angeles, the world, the universe.
Thank you,
This
bro.
is the
Appreciate it.
example.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the love, brother.
Thank you. Woo!
This machine kills fast.
Yeah!